Oh well, this is the second video of the fucking... No, this is the first video of the day about gang stalking. You know, I'm being hit with extreme amount of directed energy weapons. You know, it's like literally the worst thing ever that anybody could be hit by. You know, you have the gang stalkers, you have the directed energy weapons, you have, you know, but they are fucking idiots. Anyway, I know that they are fucking idiots, but anyways, so yeah, lately the police try to play a different game with me. You know, every time I go out of this city where I live, they send somebody to harass and intimidate me. You know, so let's say I'm in this city right now. Nobody actually nobody is like literally trying to beat me up or trying to intimidate or trying, you know, but they are harassing, you know, usual stalking and harassing methods. That's when I am in the city where I live. Now, when I go out of this city where I live, somebody always trying to beat me up or intimidate me, but with violence this time, you know. So you got it's sensitization. So if you go out of this city, we will beat you up. If you stay in this city, we will just harass you or intimidate you, you know. So this is like you know, this is like not a new method, of course, but it's more or less they're trying to, you know, to put me in a place where I just cannot leave the city, you know, because I guess it makes them pay more. I guess it's harder to control everybody in new cities and around new cities, you know, stuff like that. So they are trying to play that game like right now, okay? That's one part of it. The other part of it, actually, which is, you know, when you emotionally and physically intimidate and threat someone when he leave one city to go to another, that means you want to make that person staying at one city and not moving, you know, too much moving, because I guess that's messes with directed energy weapons or the gang stalking, you know. It messes with some of these two parts. But here again, when I'm saying that, as you can see, as you saw yesterday, of course, you just saw a little part of the video, you know. Well, before that, I was just walking by, and then there's these two guys from both sides. One of them is a big guy, and the other guy was like, well, you know, average guy. So the first one, the second one, actually pushes me with his legs, and the other one with his arm. You know, so I've been placed into, like, you know, a place where they put me into the, you know, from both sides, you know. That's actually part of it. So after that, when I point the camera, the guy got angry, because at the end of the day, you know, when I'm saying you are doing or you are committing a crime, well, then there is a crime that is been happening, that every time I leave the city, well, some guy intimidates or harass me, you know. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm today just leaving the country and going, or leaving the city and going to a different city, well, I expect somebody will be harassing me or intimidating me, you know. That's how gang stalking works. You know, they always surround the place. They always surround the place where I stay, and always try to, you know, make themselves visible to me, you know. So as you can see, this is like a new play by the government, where it just goes gradually. What's up? Oh yeah, do you have lighter? Lighter? Okay, well, thank you. So yeah, as I can imagine, you know, well, as you can imagine, actually being into this evil system, you know, it just teaches you that, okay, well, how the government play, but okay, well, the police played gradually, you know. What the police does nowadays is just they play gradually. You know, at the first, they isolated me from friends and family. Second, they just do that and this. Third, you do this and that, you know. And it all came down to this point, which is every time I leave the city, somebody would be out there to harass or intimidate or just, you know, provoke me so extremely, so that it teaches me that every time I leave the city and go to a different city, I will be harassed and tortured and threatened, you know. So it goes gradually to come to this point as a way of the government to establish control over my physicality, you know, which it's of course the Norwegian police, but the Mauritian police cooperating with them pretty much, you know. Now, claiming I'm crazy one, well, of course, you know, the government has covered its tracks like for long by saying, oh, that person is crazy, you know, that person is just mentally ill, you know, as they always do, you know. They just cannot go over that somebody will actually at the end of the fucking day call them in their fucking crimes, you know. They just cannot do that at all. Nobody, you know, when you just say the government did this to me, the government or the police did this to me, they just cannot get over that, you know. They have to say that the person is mentally ill, so that every claim that the person makes against the police and the government will be called the craziness, you know. It will be called the craziness at the end of the day. Now, when the fucking police in Norway threatened me about my own family members, you know, and put the fucking gun at my fucking face, you know, oh, all of this was a fucking mental illness, you know. So when I come to Mauritius, they tell the fucking police in here too, oh, these guys are mentally ill, this guy's crazy, you know. So that every track record of the crimes, it just disappears basically into a mental illness case. So anyways, here you have it. That's actually you know, being tortured by directed energy weapons at the moment and harassed and all of that. Well, that's the new crime of the police and the government. So let's see how this will end. But again, you know, that's the intimidation and the torture thing. It happens twice, like yesterday and day before yesterday. It happened that every time I went out of the city, somebody like out to get me basically, or just to beat me up, or, you know, threat or intimidate me. So we will see what will happen today. I'm just, you know, it's more or less a way of me just to you know, to refine the police control, and, you know, just you know, basically I'm just going out today, just you know, just minding my own fucking business. But basically something will happen, and if something happen, well, that's you know, that's a pattern of accidents, you know. So we will see what will happen.